Oreos anymore. But they're moving from Chicago to Mexico. They're going to make Oreos now, big plant. Closing it in Chicago. Why? Where does it help us, folks? Look at New England. All over New England, you see these factories that have left. Most of them have gone with NAFTA. Another great deal. Most of them have gone to Mexico, but they've gone. How does it help us? How does it help us? We are going to create jobs. I will be the greatest jobs president, and I say it, that God ever created. We have 93 million people in our workforce. Many of them want to work, and they can't get a job. I mean, it's like incredible because our jobs are leaving. Our manufacturing's gone. Take a look at Caterpillar Tractor. Great company. You see the bad numbers on 2 days ago? Really bad numbers. They're not selling. The dollar now, the Chinese are so happy. They cut their dollar. They cut their currency. Japan cuts its yen. Japan's having a field day. They have a very smart leader. They're taking our business. Komatsu has taken all that tractor business. And we sit here with the strong dollar. And you know what the strong dollar is good for? It's good for a guy like me. You have a lot of dollars. But it's only good if I want to go to Europe and buy things. Or if I want to go to Asia and buy things. Then it's good. But how does that help us? It doesn't help us. We're not going to have any exporting pretty soon. And all of the things, the trade agreement is a disaster. And by the way, she says, no trade agreement. This new trade agreement, it doesn't mention the single greatest tool that they have to take advantage of us. And you know what that is, currency manipulation. And the greatest ever in history has been China. So we're going to change things, folks. And I said this the other day, and somebody said, well, that's a very severe. What China has done to us is the greatest theft in the history of the world. It's the greatest theft. We have, and Europe's helped a little bit, but we have done most of it. We have rebuilt China. The money and the jobs that they've sucked out of our country, we have rebuilt China. And we're going to reverse it. We're going to reverse it. So believe me, and you can count on it. All right. You can count it. Let's take a couple of questions. Go ahead, sir. You have a microphone? Yeah, give him the mic right here. This guy, good guy. I think he's a good guy. You never know until after that. Come on, give him a mic. Where's the mic? Let's go. Okay.
I referred to the Lincoln-Douglas debates.
Right.
Why can't we get rid of the moderators and just have debates without moderators?
Well, you would think that, I guarantee you, these moderators are not big Republican voters. And I said that if we're having a Republican debate, maybe every moderator should show that they vote Republican. Because why should we have these people that hate everything we stand for? And I won't mention his name, but the questions were so nasty. So nasty. So why should we have these people? So it's something, honestly, you're right. It's something we can think about. Okay, next question. Give it to that woman right behind you.
What are you going to do about saving Social Security?
We're going to save Social Security. Believe me, we're going to save it. We're going to save it. And it's a great, you've been paying in there for a long time. Now they want to cut it and chop it up into 1 million pieces. Not going to happen, folks. We're going to save it. And we're going to save, and we're not going to let anything happen with the Second Amendment. Remember that. One other thing. I heard the beautiful name of Israel. Israel is safe with this one. Safe. So many friends in Israel, they don't know what happened. They have a president who they actually think Obama hates Israel. I think he does. This pact is so bad for Israel, so dangerous. We will save. I think Israel's in such a massive amount of trouble because of the agreement. I'm so glad you mentioned that. We will save Israel. Nothing bad is going to happen to Israel. Okay.
I have a statement.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
And I have a question about a rumor. Okay. I've been voting as a Democrat for 55 years.
So I think we've converted her, man.
Yes.
Have we converted you?
Yes, you bet. And I'm going to be
We've
voting
converted her. I love her.
Trump.
People are going to be amazed. A friend of mine from Los Angeles, very liberal guy, Democrat, People are going to be amazed. He said, you have no idea in LA how many people are going to vote for you that are liberal Democrats. They're tired of having their face shoved into the sidewalk, believe me.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
The rumor that I heard is that John Kerry's daughter married a physician in Iran.
Who's related to the negotiator.
And
That's what I've
the
heard.
best man was the negotiator
Yeah.
for the Iran deal. Now, what's with that?
I heard that. I don't know if it's true. Hey, could you guys check that out in the press? Let the press check it out. Don't worry. Don't worry. If it's true, they will not report that. They'll report on it. Go ahead.
In one of your interviews, you said if you became president, you would not take the salary.
The what?
Your salary.
Yeah. I am not going to take a salary. That's an easy one. That's a real easy one.
Have you considered or thought of taking the money and giving it to the wounded warriors?
I would do that anyway. I already do it. No, the wounded warriors are our best people. I have a lot to do with the wounded. The wounded warriors are amazing people, so yeah, I would certainly do that. Okay, let's have one. Come on, let's go right here. Make it nice. Go ahead.
I'm a female small business owner.
Good.
Do you have any good plans for that agenda?
Small business?
Yes.
Lack of regulations. You're being regulated out of business. No. We'll be going back so many years on regulations. You know, the regulations are out of... I have friends that are small business owners. They can't survive. And not only that, they have inspectors who are outright nasty over nothing. They have no idea what's going on. They're going to lose their businesses. We're going back, I'll bet you we go back 15 years and we cut most of that stuff out, okay? All right, go ahead, young man.
There's no shortage of talented U.S. tech workers, yet we hook up Zuckerberg with cheap foreign labor. What will you do to lower H-1B quotas and put American college grads first?
Well, you know, that question was asked to me last night, but it was asked in a very crazy way. What I do want, very important, because we have to have, with great talent, when we have these students, number one at Harvard, number one at Yale, number one at Princeton, number one at Stanford, the best schools, they get thrown out of our country. I don't want them out. You understand that. I want them to go to Silicon Valley, et cetera, et cetera. With the workers you're talking about, before anybody can come in, because the question was asked, I was talking about Harvard, Yale, Princeton, and Stanford last night, and the question was asked about the visas. We have to make sure our people are working first. We have to make sure. I don't mind taking people at all, but we have to make sure we need them, and we have to make sure that our people are taken care of. So important. Okay, go ahead.
What are you going to do for legalizing marijuana if people are willing to follow all of the rules 100% legally, federally, and
The marijuana thing is such a big thing. I think medical should happen, right? Don't we agree? I mean, I think so. And then I really believe you should leave it up to the states. It should be a state situation. Because, you know, you have, like I just left Colorado, and I love Colorado, and the people are great. But there's a question as to how it's all working out there. You know, that's not going exactly trouble-free. So I really think that we should study Colorado, see what's happening. But I believe that the legalization of marijuana, other than for medical, because I think medical, you know, I know people that are very, very sick, and for whatever reason, the marijuana really helps them. But it really helps them. But I think in terms of marijuana, and legalization, I think that should be a state issue, state by state. Good question. Go ahead, over here.
Thank you for coming to Reno, Mr. Trump.
Thank you. Thank you. I love Reno. Been here many times.
Would you consider a woman for your vice presidential running mate, and if so, who are you considering?
A woman? That's interesting, Carson. It's a lot of people think. Do you notice how well we get along? It's great. It's great. We get along very well. We're laughing at each other last night. We're winking at each other. I would absolutely consider a woman, but it's too soon to be talking about. Too soon. It's too soon to be talking about it right now. You know, we got to get the job done. I don't want to be talking about vice president. We got to get, folks, we have to get the job done. And that's why in February, whatever your date is, what is it, February 28th, whatever that date is, you got to get out there, you got to vote, or it's not going to happen, and that would be so bad, so bad. You got to go out, you got to vote. You know, I've seen a lot of people, there's energy, there's a certain energy. I've never seen energy like this. I've had professionals, pundits, all these political people say they've never seen energy in a campaign like what we have. Look at all these people. They've never seen the energy. So, but, you know, come our date, you got to get out and you got to make sure you vote. Otherwise, look at last time. People thought there wasn't a lot of energy, I'll be honest. I don't understand why there wasn't, but it was sad what happened. But a lot of people didn't vote. You know, people talking about this and that. The fact is, a lot of people that you would have always thought would have voted, they never voted. If those people voted, you would have won the election. They didn't vote. We can't let that happen again. Hey, I supported McCain. Now, he had a hard time because what was happening was pretty tough. I'd say Abraham Lincoln maybe couldn't have done it. I supported Romney, and he let us down. He just let us down because that was an election that should have been won. So I supported McCain, I supported Romney, and now I'm saying, the hell with it, I'm doing it myself. We're going to do it, okay? We're going to do it. I love you all. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. We're going to do it. Thank you.